Hello guys, my name is Jackie and I'm a specialized IELTS tutor, and this is the video to introduce the newest speaking topics to examinees, and I hope that my video will be useful for your IELTS study. And I also want my video to be useful for foreign students from different countries like China and India. So if you are a foreign student and if you want to get the newest IELTS study books and IELTS study materials for your study, you can just send me email and I will send you the email with materials and books. And if you visit my website, you can use a wide range of study materials or study books, and everything is free. So you can just visit my website and you can use materials that you want to use for your study, okay? So please just send me email and please visit my website. Okay, so let me start with part 1. So today's part 1 topic is about cities. The first one is, do you like the city you are living in now? And my answer is, yes, I like my city. My town is Dang Dang City and it has convenient facility and public transport systems. Also, my town has some famous tourist attractions, so I like to visit there with my family members and my friends. And next one is, which city have you been to recently? And my answer is, recently I visited Busan, which is located in the southern parts of Korea. It is famous for beautiful oceans and nature. So there I could enjoy various activities and eat famous local food. And next one is, do you prefer the city or the countryside? And my answer is, living in countryside has advantages because I can have a peaceful life, but I prefer living in a city to countryside because cities have a wide range of facilities such as supermarkets, movie theaters, and hospitals. And next one is, what kinds of cities do you like? And my answer is, firstly, I want a city to have facilities to use because without them, my daily life would be inconvenient. Also, I want to live in a city which is not crowded too much and has clean environment. And the last part on topic is, which city do you want to visit in the future? And my answer is, I'm interested in London, but I haven't been there. So if I have a chance, I want to visit London. There, I will visit various tourist attractions such as British Museum and National Gallery. Actually, I used to live in London for 5 years, so that's just my example for IELTS speaking. Okay, so today's IELTS newest part 1 topic is about cities, so you can practice and you can memorize my example for your IELTS speaking test. Okay, let me turn to part 2. And today's part 2 topic is, describe an old person who is interesting. So that topic is asking you about an old man, old person who is interesting that you know. So I'm gonna read my example first and I'm gonna explain it further. So let me read my example first. I would like to talk about an interesting old person I know. In my daily life, My life is so hectic due to my heavy schedule, so hardly do I have enough time for leisure. But a few months ago, having finished my important work, I got some holidays to enjoy. At that time, I joined a local bicycle club, and I met him for the first time. He is 65 years old, but I think he always tries to be younger than his age. The thing which made me surprised is that he knows a lot of popular songs enjoyed by young people. One day we went to a karaoke together and he sang new songs that I didn't know. Also, he knows some new words which are used by teenagers. The second thing is his fashion style. He wears black jackets and jeans, and those clothes are enjoyed by young people, but I think he looks good in those clothes. So I think he's an interesting old man, but many people like him because he always tries to interact with young people, and we don't have any generation gap between us. So as you heard, my example is about an old man whom I met in the bicycle club, and I think he's interesting because firstly, he always tries to be young, and he always tries to interact and communicate with young people. So there is no any generation gap between us. So I think he is interesting, but many people like that old man. Okay, so today's part 2 topic is describe an old person who is interesting. So if you want, you can take my example for your answer, and if you want, you can modify my example for your IELTS speaking answer or study. Okay, so let me turn to part 3. So the first question is, what can old people teach young people? What can old people teach young people? And my answer is, the biggest advantage that old people have is that they are much more experienced than young people. As young people are relatively inexperienced and immature, the elderly can give useful advice and help to young people when young people face difficulties which can't be solved by themselves. And so, as you heard, the biggest advantage of old people is that they have a lot of experience and know-how from their lives. So old people can give young people useful advice and knowledge which can be useful and helpful for young people. And next one is, do old people share the same interest with young people? And my answer is, unfortunately, there is generation gap between young people and old people, and they enjoy different kinds of interest. For example, old people enjoy old pop songs which were popular when they were young. But young people like enjoying the newest songs. Young and old people also have different concerns about their life. So they share different interests about their life. Okay, next one is, do you think old people should live with their family? And my answer is, sometimes it is reported from the media that an old man was found dead, and he had no one to take care of him. Like this case, senior people's physical conditions are not healthy and they can't look after themselves. So, living with family members, they should be taken care of well by their family members, and it can be a good way to prevent them from being found dead alone. So, as you know, old people's physical conditions are very weak. So, old people need some other people to take care of them. So, if old people live with other family members, old people can be looked after well by their family members. So, I think old people sometimes need to live with other family members. Okay, the last part 3 topic is, do you think young people respect older people in your country? My answer is, traditionally, young people have been taught to respect old people, and respecting old people is the important custom. But nowadays, as generation gap between young people and older people has become worse, a lot of young people don't respect old people and even despise. Despise is like a very dislike very much, and even despise old people. They conflict against each other. In Korean culture, respecting old people is very important, but nowadays there is a severe generation gap between young people and older people. So sometimes many young people do not respect old people, and even they make conflict each other, like political issues or something, and social issues. So nowadays many young people do not respect old people. I think that is the truth. Okay, so today's part 3 topic is about old and young people. So I want my video to be useful for your IELTS speaking study. Okay, so I'm going to upload more useful videos. Thank you.